Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie and welcome to a new weekend reading vlog. I have no idea what I'll be reading, but reading is going to happen. I hope this is going to be a very productive vlog. I'd love to finish 3 books, but 2 at the very least. I have unpacking to do. I have some furniture to put together. I'm working overtime this weekend. Ew, I forgot about that. I want to clean the new apartment really good in there and scrub a dub. I meant to do that before we got in, but it was a pretty hectic day. I didn't want to vlog too much because our friends were helping us. I didn't want to like shove a camera in their face. You may have noticed we are back in my old place. Maybe you don't notice. We still have this place for I think another week, just the way that the lease worked out. So it's been nice. We got all the big stuff out that first day and we've been staying at the new apartment. Every day we've been coming here and getting new stuff. Obviously, I haven't packed like any of my books, so that's happening this weekend. As for the new apartment, I've tried vlogging the last few days. It's not going well. It's going horribly, actually. And it's all my fault. I understand that. So hopefully, and honestly, my biggest thing I want to get accomplished in this video or by the end of the video is stop caring about being perceived by other human beings. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tackle it, but I hope I can comfortably vlog by the end of the video. I'm being so awkward and like about it because we don't have AC there. We have a little window unit, but it's really old and smelly and the filter's nasty. I bought another one. Have no idea when it's going to get here, but the actual machine, like when I took the filter out, it's just corroded and gross. I don't even want to use it. And even when I do use it, it's smelly, but I think like the thermostat is broken or something because it said it's like 71 degrees in the house and it's like I'm sweating. So we've been just opening the windows and getting the natural breeze that is here on the island. It's actually a vibe. I kind of like it. The thing is, everyone can hear everyone's business, which is fine. I'm nosy, so I do like listening to other people, but talking and being like, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie. Like they can all see I just can't do it. We also have neighbors above us and they're very nice. They have 2 very yappy dogs. I'm not annoyed by them at all because they're so cute and they're so friendly, but I can hear the people walking. Like every step they take, I can hear them. So I know that they can hear what's going on below, especially because like all of our windows are open. I just need to own how embarrassing and cringe my life is and how I choose it to be, but also I'm a cringe person and I just need to accept it. It's a lot to accept. I don't think I'm ever going to be completely comfortable, vlogging, but I need to make it work because I don't want to quit YouTube. Also, what's making it uncomfortable is that there's a lot of noises because the windows are open. There's a lot of traffic on the street that we live. I did try vlogging and like the background noise is actually insane. It's just never gonna not go away from me. Also, it's a little noisy. I'm sorry. So today I like hunkered down in my bedroom on my lunch break, shut the window. I tried like talking directly to the microphone like we were in ASMR. I started sweating. It was gross. Oh, it's just been a time trying to vlog. So I'm just going to be loud and proud. I'm a cringe person. I also ordered some little microphones so that they can be closer to me and I could talk a little bit more softly. Oh, this is gonna be a journey and I'm sorry in advance for how much I might complain about it. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum after this, but just know I'm in awkward pain if I'm vlogging in the new place. Something good about being in the heat, it's cured me of my embarrassment of wearing tank tops. I do not give a shit anymore. Like, it's funny that I was cured in like a day. So yeah, the heat has been interesting. I just had to keep reminding myself this is the hottest month of the year. It's gonna cool down immeasurably in the next few weeks. Not immeasurably, it's gonna go down like 5 degrees, but 5 degrees makes a hell of a difference, my friends. Okay, I think I got all that out. I've been trying to tell you that for 3 days now. That's the end of the vent. We're done. I'm gonna pack some books. I can fit at least 3 boxes in the car, so let's pack, baby. This is what we're working with. It's a lot of books. It's probably gonna take all weekend to do back and forth trips. I'm excited. All right, I packed 4 boxes. Grant, what did you say when you walked in?
It looks like you didn't take any books. Wow.
It's gonna be a while. Wait, come back. Spin that thing around, boy. Oh, wow. Okay, we are back at the house. I'm going to attempt this with the windows and doors open. Hopefully you can hear me with the traffic and stuff.
Seen the world on my own, but it doesn't look the same. Black and blue and I don't know why I ever looked away. The sun is always shining, even when it goes away. Until it comes back around, I'm here to light the way. We're better together. Better together. We're better together. We're better together. I can see the world through the lens of us. Every time I look at you, the color fills the open skies in ways I never knew. So waves of change are coming, crashing.
Okay, I'm going to attempt and try to talk to you at a normal volume, even though every cell in my body is telling me to shut up. We went for... Why is this so difficult for me? Allie, get over it. We went for a little walk, and this neighborhood is so cute. Like, it's almost criminally cute. There are people walking everywhere. They're all walking their dogs. So many people have dogs. And I'm so confused because every single apartment we looked at, and all the ones I looked online that I didn't even like contact, they all said no pets allowed. So how does everyone have a dog? And a cat. There's a conspiracy. We need to figure it out. I just cannot wait to be outside every single day. Like, I feel... Just walking around that neighborhood put me in the best mood because it just felt like a community, and there's like a rec center, there's parks everywhere. It's just like everyone's out and about, and that's where I want to be. But yeah, we're back at the house now. Obviously, this is a new place. Welcome to the grand room. There's boxes everywhere. We shut all the windows in here. We have like 1, 2, 3. So I feel like a little bit more free to talk. And hopefully you can hear me without the windows back there making any hindrance. Can you hear them walking up there? You know what's funny? I can hear that, like, every step they're taking, but I never hear them talking, and there's like 3 of them. So there's no way they're just silent, right? Maybe they can't hear a fucking word I'm saying and I'm just being paranoid. I'm gonna choose to believe that. I wasn't vibing with any of the audiobooks I tried these 3. The first chapter of this one, this very scary cover, was very creepy. So I do eventually want to, I think, maybe focus more when I'm trying to read it because I was a little distracted. And then I started listening to chapter 2 and it suddenly turned into a heist book. And I'm like, what is going on? But now I think I'm gonna sit on my couch in my little reading spot. I also got this floor fan. It's called the Vornado. It's my new best friend. I take it with me everywhere. It's like my puppy. So I'm gonna sit in front of the fan and I think I'll read this. Women in Peril. I've talked about this quite a few times. These are short stories about 12 women who push against social norms and family expectations, blah, 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 blah. It's supposed to be hilarious, strange, and profound. These sound like great adjectives. I so wish we lived on the 2nd floor because then we could keep our windows open all night. And I think about doing this like almost every night because it starts getting really hot. And then I remember the Night Stalker and I refuse to ever be in that situation because, that really scarred me just hearing about that. Not gonna be me. But also I kind of want to open my window while I sleep. The dilemma. Let me Google if your upstairs neighbor can hear you when you talk. I am being so obsessive, I'm sorry. It's annoying and I'm annoying myself. Google says, yes, it's possible that they can. Great. Oh, but it also says generally upstairs units are less likely to hear the noise coming from down. I wonder why that is. Ooh, yay. Don't worry, I'm gonna get over this eventually. This is my favorite thing to do after the shower. So satisfying.
Clear nights when all the haze gets washed away.
The first story is about a robot.
Smooth flights to Cabinet's Marvel escape. From the back to the front, from the ground, going up and I feel something. Like the sky, hold the light, let it shine till my heart starts to say something. Stay, blackberry days, blooms on the horizon.
I'm a cringe person.
Watch the world brighten. All these things are given to us. All these shine like gold in the dust. Stay, blackberry days.
Spin that thing around, boy. Okay, trip 1 of the day down. Now it's time to set up, but I'm already losing space on the shelf. Also, I hope you can hear me. So I'm gonna have to start pushing them back there in their little hidey holes. We'll see how this goes.
Blooms on the horizon. Eyes up, while all my dreams fly back to space. Feet down, 2 cups of black, my sweet escape. From the back to the front, from the ground, going up and
Okay, we are on our third and final run of the day to the old place today. All of the books are going to be picked up today, and I feel so good because that's the biggest thing we had here. We also have our entire kitchen, but I don't cook much, so we don't have much stuff in there. We're waiting for some clothes in the dryer. There's a whole dryer situation at our new place. It's getting fixed next Wednesday, hopefully. So let me tell you about this book. I'm on the 4th story. I feel like this is gonna be a 3.5, like overall, because every story's been about a 3.5. But there's a good mix of a contemporary setting and almost a sci-fi genre. The first story was called Annie 2, and it was like a sex bot. But I think because I have recently read Annie Bot, which is basically about the same thing, but it's in a full-length version. Absolutely love this book. The second story is about a lesbian couple, and one of them is miraculously pregnant, and she's so sure that a god has like impregnated her. The third story is the titular title. That's the same thing. The titular story, Women in Peril, and it's set in space on a ship by a woman who is like occasionally coming out of the slumber to make sure everything's good, and she has to type up little reports or like tweets almost, and then something goes wrong. Another passenger wakes up who was not supposed to be awake, and it's really interesting. The whole story is told in those blurts, in those little messages. It just doesn't make sense though, because she'll be like doing something and she'll blurt about it later, like in a report, but sometimes the blurts are broken up with the same scene, so it makes no sense. Like she wouldn't be mid-action like, let me write this down on the computer real quick. So there are a couple things that are like not making me absolutely love these stories, but I find them all very interesting conceptually, and like the flavor is there, you know what I mean? It's just, there's not enough of it. I really prefer short stories that are ambiguous, that don't have a specific beginning or end, and it's almost like you're just flying by and sneaking a little peek and then flying off without seeing the end. Whereas these feel very much like actual short stories, like a beginning, middle, and end. I don't like that as much. It just feels incomplete, weirdly enough, even though it's like a complete story. It just doesn't feel right. But I will say that I am just really picky. So I'm very intrigued by this author's thought process and like the stories that she's choosing to write. And I'm curious if she has like any full-length novels. Oh my gosh, she lives in Hawaii. Oh, she lives on Big Island, but still, that's so cool. I am a little pooped today. I've been going, but you know what? I feel so productive. I got so much work done, like on my actual job this morning. It's so nice working on the weekends because no one else is there. No one's logged in. I don't have to worry about any urgent emails like, can you help me with this? Or random Zoom calls or meetings. I can just work in concentrated effort, and I love it. I got so much done. I feel like I got more done in the 4 hours I worked this morning than I usually do in an 8-hour workday because of like interruptions. And also 8 hours straight doing the same thing over and over, it's like mind-numbingly boring. Like it actually is beginning to drive me crazy. My job, even though I'm working remote, we have very specific hours we have to work, and they like track our mouse and like typing to make sure that we're productive every single second of the day. And I get that, but at the same time, I feel like I would get so much more work done during the day if I could set my own hours. But alas, I am not my own boss, so maybe one day, we'll see.
Feet on the stripes.
We ended up going out to dinner with a friend, and then I had to return some library books, but they closed the gates, so you can't even drive in. We had to walk on over to the library, and I felt like I was doing some illegal shit, and I was just trying to be a nerd. Y'all want to see something wild though? Okay. And we can't change it. It's just like, it's this. What a vibe. Hi, I just woke up, as you can probably see. All right, I think I finally come to terms with the fact that this isn't going to be a reading heavy vlog, and I'm a little disappointed, but also I think I was just being delusional. I thought I was gonna finish 3 books. Like, Allie, come on. Last night I was getting stressed because I guess I'm a little over halfway through Women in Peril, but I don't feel the need to finish this. It feels like one of those books that I can leave on my coffee table and every now and then just pick it up. I read 3 more short stories and they were actually more contemporary than the other ones, and weirdly enough, I like them more. I say weirdly because I usually like weird shit. I think I'm in need of stories of more human connection. Plus there was a little romance in the last story and it really got me. But yeah, it's still feeling kind of like a 3.5. So maybe I can finish it tonight, but I will try and read something that I am more excited for today. Something short, something doable. This is how you lose a time war. This morning I've already finished half my overtime, which is good, and then I clocked out. I'm gonna clock in later. I don't need to do all of it at once. I've decided. I'm sure my manager will have things to say about that, but whatever. There's a dog in the neighborhood that whenever a siren goes by, he starts howling with it. It's the cutest thing. He needs to be a little helper dog with the fire department. Can you imagine his little snout sticking out the back of an ambulance going, "Wow!" I'm a cringe person. I'm going to attempt to put these bathroom shelves together, but I just got the Har from my library and it's short. The ratings are amazing. Everyone was reading it for Summerween and loving it, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it's not too scary, but also I want it to be. Also, how brave am I for vlogging in an open area with windows open? Oh my God. Good job, Allie. Okay, I need to start the audiobook over because I did not pay attention to anything they just said. I was too busy looking at how many steps there are to this. Oh my God. So cute. We've run into an issue. There's a whole bag of pieces missing. That's never happened to me on one of these things. It's like the piece that goes into these types of things. So I guess I can go to the hardware store and get them, but damn, that's annoying. All right, the hardware didn't have this specific size or like where the ridge meets the screw. I don't know what this is even called. Luckily, I have a whole nother box and they had the pieces. So because I'm already starting to build this one, I'm just gonna build one. Anyway, I'm 20% through the Har. I've read 5 chapters and I'm really liking it. It's very approachable so I can pay attention while I'm doing something. I think our main character's name is Muriel and she's an elderly woman. She lives in this small little Scottish village and everyone's very like a close-knit community. And of course, some bitch-ass American billionaire comes by and tries to buy all of their land. The Har itself, I think, is the ocean. I'm a little confused about that. Maybe that's what it actually means in another language and I'm just ignorant. I'm sorry. But I think maybe it turns into this thing. That's gonna be my guess. And I think it's gonna be like a lovable monster. I really, really hope so. And it kills like the mean bitches. Yeah, I'm here for it.
Stones we carry, clothes we lived in, all the tales we will tell our children.
I finished listening to the Har while I was unpacking stuff. If you've noticed, my house is very messy. Hopefully you didn't notice that much. But oh my God, I love this little story. First and foremost, it was so easy to listen to. I was sucked right in. It was very approachable, but there was enough intrigue, but not too much that I was confused. It was just a good comfort read, despite the fact that it was grotesque as fuck. And that is one of my favorite parts of it. It gets gory and gross and weirdly hot, heartfelt, creepy, wholesome. I'm talking to my camera. Honestly, so many emotions, and those are the best kind of books. I feel like as soon as I get more than 3 emotions, I'm like, okay, love this book. It's a 4 no matter what. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I feel like I was a little distracted because I was doing other things, but upon reread, it might be higher. The sort of bad guys in this story were a little bit exaggerated, a little bit of a caricature, and I thought it was gonna bother me, but I actually don't give a fuck. I love our main character, Muriel. I like the journey she went on, and I wanna tell you what this story reminds me of or give you any more information, but I would spoil it because I had no clue going in. Like, I just knew this was a scary book. It wasn't that scary. It was creepy and gory, but it was actually weirdly so cute. Something is flashing on here. I'll be right back. My camera just did something really weird. Hopefully this is working. We are almost done with this vlog. This was a chaotic weekend for me, and I wanted to get back into a reading routine, and I guess I did because I read a book I really, really liked. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm hoping editing Allie made it very obvious that I wasn't going to be reading 3 books like I said at the beginning of this. I will be reading This Is How You Lose the Time War very soon, so look forward to that in a future vlog. And then over the next few days, I think I'll finish this and I'll give you my thoughts at the end of the month. I hope you're entertained. Let me know if you've read the horror, what your rating was. Just now, it's like almost 9 p.m. I got a notification that my new little microphones came in the mail, so I'm gonna test them out probably tomorrow. I'm gonna look so dumb holding this thing up to my mouth, but whatever. It's for the vlog. I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, I'm gonna go take a cold shower and stand in front of my fan. I'll see you later. Goodbye.